Hello, sixth graders. Mr. Newman here. Today, you are going to go on an El Endarin, which is a fur trading experience. So we're going to see how much money, how much profit you can make today selling your own furs. So the first thing you're going to want to do is number one here. It says download the Endarin document. So you tap on that, and this is the document you're going to be downloading. The first page kind of explains the activity, which I'll go through here shortly. Second page is what we call a trade balance sheet. The third page is documenting how many furs you trade as you're going through the activity. And then the fourth page, I'm not going to show you quite yet because that's what we're going to need at the end. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is you're going to follow the different slides that you see down below. Let me get out of this page right here. So this is a live document that you can use to follow through to see the different places you can trade. Something to pay attention to here, there's a link that says go back to the fur trading post map, and you can tap on the different stars. They will bring you to different locations and trading posts. If it doesn't, you can just toggle through. There are 10 different trading posts, trading camps that you're going to go through just to see. Now, as you go through, you can see that you're trading different items, European items for furs from the Native Americans. And your job is to try to figure out how much money can I make based off my trades. All right, so I'm going to go back to this slideshow here. So what we're going to do is you're going to need to download that Endarin missions recording pages, which you just did probably. The good sheet, all of this is in that download. You might not need a pencil because you're doing this on your iPad. If you want to download it, print it out, feel free to do that as well. So Endarin is a fur trading term meaning to go trade with the Native Americans at their hunting camps within Minnesota. So your mission is to select the different goods in order to have a successful trip to make the most profit. And your goal is to bring back the highest values of furs. So what you're going to be choosing to do in North America, you'll be sent to, this is from last year, so don't worry about this, but it says go to breakout rooms. But this is last year's assignment, so we're not going to worry about that page. So here we go. So this is the first page you're going to look at. It's the front sheet on the document you just downloaded. So what you're going to have to do here is select what items am I going to bring with me to the trading posts. So you're going to be trading with the Native Americans in their hunting camps. So here's what we're going to do. So you have 100 shillings worth of trade goods to take out to the hunting camps. So as you look at these items, you can take up to 100 shillings. So the cost here is right here. So the higher the number, the more expensive it is. So you can choose a maximum of 8 of any one item. So 8 is the highest number you can put on here. So for example, if I want to take axes and I want to take 8 of them, I'd put the number 8 right here. And I would go 8 times 2 because that's the amount of shillings. And your total cost then would be 16. Okay. So what that would do then is you'd take 100 minus 16, and that would be the amount you have left to spend. I would spend all the way down to 0, so you bring out the most items. Now remember, you can only max out at 8, so there should not be any more than 8 here. Now, and again, you're not going to take all of these items. You're going to have some of them that you're not going to be able to because you can only spend 100 shillings worth. So again, you multiply the cost, how many you have, by the number you see here, and that's your total. Continue to subtract that from 100. All right, once you've done that, then what you're going to do is go to this the balance sheet, the trade balance sheet, and this is what you're going to kind of identify, what am I bringing to the fur trading post. So circle the number of each item that you chose. So for example, if I took 8 axes, I'm going to circle 8 of these axes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'd circle all of them. Okay, and you're going to use this as you go out and trade. Now, the reason why there's only 8 here, because that's the maximum that you can bring. If you didn't bring any glass beads, you would circle 0 of them. If you brought 1 wool blanket, you would circle 1. So on and so forth as you go down through the list. So again, for example, if you chose 2 blankets, you circle 2 blankets on the bell sheet. So this goes along with this sheet. So this is where you're going to, the number of items that you bring, you're going to circle that amount on the bell sheet. Okay. Once you have those items done, you are then going to go out and start trading. So what you're going to do then is go back to this slideshow that you see here, and you're going to go out to the different hunting camps. So again, there are 10 camps. So let's say, for example, we're going to go to hunting camp number 3 because I want to get some fishers and I want to get a fox. Right? So if I have a flint on my bale sheet that I can trade, I would trade 1 flint for 1 fisher. Right? So what I would want to do then is on my bale sheet, I would trade my flint, and I would, so to keep track is you go through and I would cross out 1 flint. If I have these circled, I have to have them, right? So I'd cross out 1 flint, and then I would mark on my bale sheet 1 X here showing that I got 1 fisher. And I'm going to continue that process till all of my items here on my bale sheet are crossed out and I'm done. Right? Once you've done that, what will happen is you'll notice that on the fur bale sheet, you'll see how many you have of each of the furs. Okay. Now, to tell how much money you made, you're going to go to your final page. I'm going to skip through all of this because you don't need it right now, which is, where are we here? I want to get back, stop presenting. On your final sheet, which looks like this. This is going to tell you how much each fur is worth. So what you're going to do is from your fur sheet, you're going to write down how much of each fur you got. So if I had 3 beaver, I would write the number 3 here. If I had 5 deer, I'd write the number 5 right here. If I had 18 fox, you'd write 18 here, so on and so forth. And then you would do the math. So if I had 3 beaver, I would go 3 times 15, because a beaver's value is worth 15 shillings. And then you would have 45 right here. Do that for all of these. Take the total, you add up all your total, put it right here. And then you subtract it from 100, because remember we started with 100 shillings at the beginning. And then right here is your total profit. And that's where you're going to see how much money you made, right? And that's the activity. So please try to go through this. If it doesn't make sense to you and you have questions, you can email me. We could always meet a little bit later on Zoom. But it's just a fun way. It should be a fun activity for you to end our Chapter 5 fur trading experience. When you're finished, you can turn it in to this assignment, which is called Chapter 5. Endereen activity turn-in. All right, good luck making some money, and I hope to see you all soon.